Rick, we're in Midtown Manhattan here with the stunning Lexus LC500, a boulevard cruiser, if you will. What's your take on this car?
It is stunning. It's really something to look at, and it's quiet.
Yeah.
Even where we are, when you're inside, it actually tunes out this chaos.
The big question here amongst the cement mixers of Manhattan here is this car just looks? Is there something beyond the surface? And I think that's what we're trying to find out, right?
That's my question with cars like this. Is this a car that Lexus actually needs to sell, or if they actually just need to have in the showroom and in the commercials so that you think, wow, what a great brand?
Let's hop in, find out what it's like. Let's do it.
Let's go.
So driving around Manhattan in this car,
it's pretty ridiculous.
We're doing our test. We're starting our test here. It's a little nerve-wracking because this car doesn't have the best visibility in the back, but it's pretty agile.
You know what the purpose of a sports car is in this part of New York City?
Being seen, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that part of it? I mean, this car, let's be honest, it draws a lot of looks, right?
Have you gotten waves?
I was at the gym the other day. A guy said, "Love that color, love that color."
I got a thumbs up from a guy on a Harley.
I actually did too. A bunch of bikers were driving by me, and I let them by, and they were like,
"Do you want to be loved by bikers?" This is the car. Starts at $92,000, and we have $9,000 worth of options, which pushes it up to almost $102,000. I'm sorry, you think this is a bargain? You know what I think my favorite part of this car is?
What's that?
The rear leg room. You could put up to about an 8-year-old back there. This is the car for putting kids in the back seat when you don't want them to squirm around. What do you think about the two Jesus handles over here?
I like this one for the driver. It's kind of like you can brace yourself, Rick, and take a nice wide turn on the interstate.
Let it rip, Praz. I'm strapped in.
I love that front end just slides all the way down to the almost to the.
Yeah, it's beautiful. This is an absolutely gorgeous car. You know, my problem with cars like this, you look at this thing and you're like, I just have to have it. And then you're committed and it can only go downhill from there.
And it's probably costly to maintain.
I think we should get off and start driving somewhere else.
Can we get off right here?
Yeah, yes. No, it's a good idea. Use the car, Praz.
Brace yourself, Rick, brace yourself. You had this car for a couple days. What's your impression on the driving characteristics?
This is a great driving car. You know, you really feel grounded. I will tell you, it blew me away when I saw it sitting in my driveway.
Yeah,
it is a gorgeous car.
I think if you think about their core buyer and audience, this is probably knocking it out of the park for them.
Yeah,
it's sporty, but it still maintains that level of luxury that gets them around town in a very kind of, you know, comfortable way.
Here's what's not comfortable about this car.
Yeah.
Getting out of it. You're a pretty spry guy, Pry. You're a spry guy, Si. You're a spry guy, Praz. What's your feeling getting out of it?
It's a little tough.
I don't know how anybody over the age of 55 is going to get out of this car.
No, if you have like an arthritic hip maybe, some old football injuries.
You know, that's where the innovation needs to be. There's some kind of like, the seat like pivots outward. So you just sit down outside the car and then it pivots you inside into the compartment. I'm thinking of those chairs you sit in that go up the steps.
Yeah, exactly. Lexus, are you guys listening to this?
So this car is for a successful older buyer who doesn't have any back problems.
Maybe he runs 5 miles a day before 6 a.m. Eats like homemade granola and things like that. So yeah, it's a great car. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing in terms of getting the looks that people want.
That's why we're willing to pay $100 grand for this?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Look at us.